Can I ask you the ones you don't want to get away to know that they mean something to you, your dad or some of your friends? Do you all ever say, I love you to each other?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the difference between me, you know, taking the old thing with the new thing, you know, is I tell my homies I love them all the time. I love you, bro, or I love you, homie, you know. It's like, why wouldn't you? You know, you do, right? Like, supposedly you know, I'm down for you, homie, you know, like, do whatever, you know, like, then, you know, what's the problem with saying it?
Yeah.
Then, you know.
With your dad, my dad loved me and my brother more than life.
Yeah.
But my grandfather, my abuelo, never said those words to him, so I never heard him growing up. I would say it and he didn't know how to respond.
Yeah.
Do you tell your dad I love you, and does he respond?
Oh yeah, like sometimes I go out of my way to so that if he doesn't say it, you know, or you know, sometimes he doesn't say it every time, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, you know, if you do, you do, you know. Yeah. You just tell them, you know, because you can't when they're gone.
Right.
You know, you can go to their gravesite all day long and tell them how much you love them, but is somebody there? Did they hear you up there? You know, are they really watching down over you? Who knows? You know, I don't know anybody that's been up there.
Right.
They came back down and said, yeah, man, I was watching you, you know, making sure everything was cool with you, or I saw you crying at my gravesite. Like, that's never happened to me yet, so I don't know if it does.
Right.
So the people are here. Yeah. All right, homie. See you later. I love you, bro. Get home safe. You know, whatever. It's nothing. It's three more words that you know, you have no problem saying all kinds of other words. Well, then why can't you tell your friends or your family you love them? You know?
Well, thank you for saying that, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I just wanted to say, like, a lot of the men that we know, it's painful for them to say those words. So when you and I are able to say I love you, that gives them permission to respond back or to consider saying it.
Yeah. Or they could feel bad if they didn't say it.
Exactly.
You know, like, but that's on them.
It's on them. Well, I'm going to ask you, we call it the Sacred Five. It's 5 questions you answer in one word or sentence. And it's kind of like, what's Estevan Oriol's healing practices for self that maybe others could consider? Obviously, like you said, what works for you may not work for someone else, but it may work for a lot of folks. It's just our way to practical takeaways for the audience. So first question, name 3 things that make you feel safe, connected, and whole.
Safe, connected, and whole? I would say family, friends, and you know, work. You know, I can't feel safe if I'm not working or don't have no money, but the bills are flying in, you know. So yeah, those 3.
Cool. What song, book, or prayer brings you back to yourself?
There's so many songs, you know, like from so many genres of music. I can't even.
What one immediately came to your mind when I first asked you? You gotta say it now because laughing.
Yeah, it's Comfortably Numb.
Oh yeah,
from Pink Floyd. Because I was listening to the other day on my bike, and like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and then, you know, some of the hip hop, but then, you know, there's the oldies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was listening to, like, I go from listening to Comfortably Numb to like a hip hop song to like Ramp, you know, Daylight, to, you know, just
all of it.
It goes all over the place. Des Madre, you know, like I got to throw in some of that.
Yeah, I have to.
That type of stuff in there. Yeah, so it'd be hard for me to say.
Well, you said that was good.
Yeah.
What's one daily ritual or practice that grounds you?
Sauna and the ice bath every morning. I do it 20 minutes in the sauna, 3 minutes in the ice. I do that 3 repetitions of that.
Oh, wow.
Then I feel like I'm ready to go take the world head on.
Yeah, that's a good one. What's one small action that folks can take that are on their healing path?
One thing they could do to heal.
Or consider on their healing.
Yeah, I would just say to stay positive. Think, like don't get into that hole. I never done it, but I heard about this thing called the K-hole. From people doing ketamine, and I just imagine from the way they describe it, it's like quicksand kind of. And if you go into that negative space in your head,
it's like quicksand.
Yeah, it's like quicksand, and just got to keep your energy up and stay positive and peaceful. Like, a big thing for me is peace and positive energy.
Last one, Estevan. Share a one-line blessing or quote that inspires you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or words that you live by.
I think a lot about it's the Zapata, die on your feet or go on living on your knees, which is kind of like, fight for something or fall for everything.
Right.
I think about that a lot in my head, because I always feel like there's, somebody's coming at you, trying to get something. And, you got to stand up for yourself, for your people, for your family. You always, it feels like there's something always trying to push into you, so you got to stand up for it,
Yeah.
like kind of like what's going on in the city now,
Yeah.
With all the ice and stuff like that. Like, you got to stand up for our city, for our people, or what good are we,
Right.